Many people want to study abroad, and it's really good opportunities, great education, and interesting experience. But if you see the prices, for example, Germany, France, Spain, it's 20, 30, or even $50,000 a year. And obviously, not everyone can afford it. But a few people know you get education at the same or even a higher level, but at the same time more cheaper or even completely free in Russia. Because of that, in these videos, we talk about education opportunities in Russia. And the most important, we show real stories of those people who get through all this path and can share with us their experience and tips. Hi, today we invited Sofia from Bulgaria, and she has been studying for 5 years in Russia. Sofia, can you tell us where you're from again and where you're studying?
Hello everyone, I'm Sofia. I was born in Bulgaria. I came from Bulgaria. I'm here for 5 years already. So I'm studying in the Department of Pharmacy of Institute of Fundamental Medicine and Biology of Kazan Federal University. I'm studying on a government scholarship. The government scholarship, it's called Rosotrudnичество. It's some kind of arrangement between two countries where students can study abroad for free. So I came here, so I'm basically from the capital of Bulgaria, which is also the same name as me, Sofia, so creative. I came here, and to be honest, Kazan wasn't the first option for me. Like for studying, I had the choice between Moscow, St. Petersburg, and Kazan. It was a surprise for me to study in Kazan, but I really accepted this as a challenge. So, and really, I don't have any doubts about this, because for these 5 years, for example, now I'm the president of the student council of dormitory. Like basically the whole students of Kazan Federal University, they're living in the DU, the Деревня Универсиада village. One of the best, it's considered as the best, one of the best dormitories in the Russian Federation. So yes, I became a president. I became a part of the international sector of our institute. We are developing a lot of events who are about to integrate the foreigner students, because we have a lot of foreigner students. Just in our institute, we have around maybe 1,500 foreigner students. Most of them even don't speak Russian, and some of them have a problem with English. So we are trying to integrate them. We are helping the integration. We start with, choosing the proper shoes for the common typical Russian winter, and finishing with helps with the documents, some problems if you have with police or something, because it happens. So yeah, the first thing is that I came without expectations, and it turned for me the best way how it was possible to have these 5 years, because you're coming, you're starting everything again from the new. You're no new person, and it's a very good transition, because your environment, especially my dorm, we are 345 students, and 97% of them are foreigners, which is foreigners. We speak about Iran, USA. We have a student from USA, by the way. Yeah, he's initially he's from Turkey, but he was born in New York. Yes, so Lebanon, Ecuador, Venezuela, Mexico, Indonesia.
For everywhere.
Yeah, for everywhere. Imagine you're sitting, you're just eating after classes, you're so tired, but in one table there can be a total different nations. We have even a joke, we have a summit of own, yes, because we are coming, and this is we start speaking different languages. English, of course, now I know some words in Arabic, in Spanish, Chinese. It's a very good, it's a mix of cultures, which gives you it's a feeling that you cannot explain. It's something that really is it's an experience which is priceless. So yeah, I'm really happy, and I would suggest for everyone to not to be afraid, even if they decide to apply for Kazan Federal University, especially the medicine direction. So guys, you would really have a very, very, very interesting life. I'm 100% sure. And even now, really, we are trying our best as a foreigners who had been through the whole this path of facing problems, like whatever big amounts of them. Uh, we are trying to integrate them. For example, in the international sector, we are doing some events. We have events we are connecting the medical path and some like social part. For example, the day of HIV, like the prophylactic antibiotic resistance. Yes, and in during these events for last year, because this international sector is for 1 year, we know that a lot of people became friends. Some of them become couples. So yes, it's a very good time to use all of your potential, to be open to the whole world and to be open for new connections, because you never know when this connection would be useful for you and how much they'll give you for your personal development.
The most difficult part in the beginning is the apply of documents.
Yeah.
Can you tell more about this? How it was? I know you need to translate all the documents
Yeah.
and to really like add a lot of documents again and again. Can you tell more about this?
So it starts like, for example, Россотрудничество, every country has a different time of period, like different term when you can apply for this. For example, for Bulgaria, it starts from October till January. So now, basically now we are recording
Like
on,
now.
yes, 26th of November. So basically now you should apply. So most documents that you should start, of course, it's you are taking a document that approves all of your academic scores, all of your academic achievements, all of the diplomas, some extra that you have, for example, like some Olympiads, whatever you have, you are applying. Of course, you should translate your passport, you should translate all of your personal documents. Of course, they should be proved by the lawyer. So yes, you're sending, and now from this moment they are starting like sending you what extra documents you have. For example, for Russia especially, you should do a test for tuberculosis. You should do test for hepatite, for all of the type of hepatitis. So it's okay. After that, when you already applied, there is a lot of documents. It's arrangement. Do you need dormitory? Do you don't need dormitory? Like all of these steps, they are sending you step by step. Basically, it's like arrangedly every week. You're printing, signing, filling, uploading, like this. You come to Russia. First thing that I didn't know. Because I have, it's for my situation it's a little bit different, because I used to be in Russia, but I was with my relatives, so I was never interested in the document part. For foreigners, like abroad, like who are far abroad, we're not speaking about post-Soviet countries, it's 7 days to apply for the most important thing, registration. It's the main document that you have. Without registration, like, there will be a very big problems and there will be fines, of course. So you should apply. For people who are taking dormitory, they have the contract for dormitory, they have all of them documents, they're applying. Other things now, which maybe people who already graduated, they haven't been facing, is like the dactyloscopy. Something that is like new added to the system. You should prove your medical health. Every year you're going through a total medical checkup, which is paid. It's not covers your like insurance, for example. Very important thing for the whole students. Whatever, if you don't need it, spend these 5,000 rubles and buy a medical insurance, because it's very important for the whole students that are studying, because you never know what will happen with you. And I had this kind of situation. So yes, you cannot use it. Some people will say, yes, you just have to take a spravka, like just for example, if you were sick, just to prove that you skipped classes for a reason. But whatever, it's better to have it. You never know what will happen. So next step, of course, dactyloscopy, paid medical check. You're doing, it's a fingerprinting. They're taking your fingerprints to the base. It's not like, I never had the situation that it would be useful for me, but it's better to have it.
It's like Russian government rules.
Yes, it's Russian government rules. Yes, every student, like foreigner student, the most important thing is that you guys should know that whatever you know, like you are foreigners, and as every foreigner in each country in the world, it happens that you should follow the rules of the country. You cannot like resist on them. You cannot rebel on them. Like it would be useless and a little more. It would cause for you more problems in the future if you do this. Like just follow the rules, keep the line, and that's all. So yes, you should do a fingerprinting registration. It should be renewed like after 1 year. Of course, if you went home, for example, for vacation, when you come, you should do again. Like it's annual. When you cross the border, your registration is not valid yet. So you should do it again. And a lot of people are missing the terms because it's 7 working days, for example, for me. Visas, very important thing also. Like if you're a visa country, you should really keep the term of how many days before expiring the visa you should apply for a new one.
It's 45 years.
45 working days, which is very important. Like working, we're not counting weekends, so you should count it from that. Be very strict with this, because I was the person who faced this problem. It wasn't my fault, to be honest, but I had to go. Like it was very extremely. I had to come
But
back
will
to
be your responsibility in the end.
Yes, it was my responsibility, and it was useless to prove to someone that I wasn't it's not. There is no my fault. So, and I faced this. I spent around 3,000 euros for basically nothing. Like I had to come back to Bulgaria to apply for a new. It's an invitation, because you're waiting for an invitation. Based on this invitation, they're giving you a visa. Based on the visa, they're giving you a registration. So it's like a chain. So you have to really like be very strict about the documents. Never forget it, because whatever, if you're not checked, if you like whatever, it's better for you, for your confidence, for your good sleep, for your calm, to have all of your documents properly. Like in I don't know, like in other university, in our university in Kazal Federal, we have a special department for this. It calls DVS. They are taking the whole your documents. They're making the procedure easily, because you're applying, and all other procedures that has to be done, they're doing it they have the connections with the migration, so they're applying your documents. Of course, the procedure would be a little bit longer, but it's better to wait, either to go to just like simple MVD and like to follow the whole procedure, because you will not have any preferences as a student. You would be like every foreigner who came, whatever is like workers, whatever. So yes, and these are the main documents that people should like: passport, visa, migration card, that are giving you when you're crossing the border. This is the document that you should like keep an eye on it. Like it's the one of the most, and registration, of course. And you should just follow the terms. If you follow the terms, if you follow the rules, yes, of course, for some applying for some documents, it's paid, but there's not like that kind of amount of money. For example, you should apply when you're applying for visa, you should pay around, for now it's around 2,000 rubles. Like it's called Госпошлина. People who are studying, maybe they would know what I'm talking about. So yes, here, like I think every student can pay 2,000 like one time per year. It's not big amount of money. Of course, the translations of your document are like expensive, but I had the opportunity to basically do all of my translations before I came to Russia, so I was prepared. I had a lot of copies, million of copies. I went to the department. I was just giving, like whatever you want, just take it. I have everything like kept properly. So yes.
So what about living in Russia? If we compare with Bulgaria, prices, how available the life here?
If we're speaking about just like normal life, like food, clothes, and services, in Bulgaria now it's way expensive. So let's say, for example, you're going to whatever supermarket in Russia, and you're buying the average groceries that are for you to cook, to live, to have a breakfast for 1 week. In Russia, you can spend around maybe it's 2,000, 2,000 and a half rubles. Converted to dollars, it's around like $25. In Bulgaria, you can spend around $100.
It's for month.
It's for 1 week.
Yeah, for 1 week.
For 1 week. Yes, you're basically like chicken, milk, whatever, like the basis, the main basis. So, 25 to 30 and against $100. So yes, to some services. What now? Maybe I'll listen like a person who is congratulating to shit, but all services, all banks, all apps, everything is like it's way better than Bulgaria. I'm speaking it honestly because all of my Bulgarian friends they were shocked when they saw all of our the bank apps, the way how everything is digitalized. So it's so good. The only thing is maybe tickets. But it also depends on the direction. For me, they're very expensive. It's around like $1,500 each side, like both sides. For some countries, it's not. Like, for example, I have friends who are going to Iran. They're spending around like $200 each side, like both sides. So yes, it depends on the direction, of course. About clothes, Burberry's.
Well, yeah,
Burberry's,
online market.
like all the like online marks. Oh, I hope it wasn't like the reclam, but it's okay. I'm ready if you don't pay even me. All of the online platforms, really, they are saving your time, they're saving your money, they're saving your nerves. As a girl, you know, like sometimes it can be very damaged to your nervous system. So yeah, the life for a normal life, beauty, like all for all the girls come because the beauty services is another level and another level of prices. For example, nails, like
It's a very development service
very,
in Russia.
very in Europe now the Russian services beauty they are like tripled
Yeah.
because the quality and the
Even
way
the prices.
they're tripled because they already know that compared to the Europe industry they're top, like you know, like way better. So yes, this is like the basics. It's for life here. It's so good. Taxi also in because of lack of gas, in Bulgaria, you know, to have a taxi to go somewhere by taxi is considered as something like for more people can afford this, for people who are paid
Not
more.
for everyone.
Not for everyone. Not you cannot imagine that. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm late, and you can go and order a taxi. No, the taxi would be here, for example, 400 rubles in Bulgaria, in Sofia, especially around it can reach 1,000 rubles, like for the same direction. I'm speaking about basically approximately the same direction. Yes, so it's really
good.
better. It's really way better.
I think the most important part when you like a foreigner is the communication. When you like live in Russia, what about you? How quickly you make friends here, and do you have like communications only for foreigners in Russia?
Basically, it started from the first week. In the dormitories, the best way to make to be a friends is like when you become friends, for example, with your neighbors of the room, and because in our dormitory we are sharing like 3 or 4 rooms are for one kitchen, and it turned like we became a very good company,
Like a family.
yes, basically first course the friends of that we had a very strong community. It wasn't community, it was a squad, you know. They were the guys from Kazakhstan, from Uzbekistan. So yes, we started like sharing everything, and a lot of things. We have a lot of really big memories. Most of them now, for me, we consider each other as a family because you're coming as a foreigner and you don't have anyone here. Okay, I'm a different case, but my relatives, they're in Moscow. My grandparents, they're old enough, I cannot disturb them. And you know that you're facing problems every day. In the university, it's hard studying. In the transport, in the autobus, like you're facing every day. And you don't have anyone to share with. The only people who are suitable for this are the same people who are facing the same problems as you. So we became a very big friends. After that, we became a part of the student council. Every activities, every volunteering
Mm-hmm.
that your university is giving you as an opportunity, it's a very good way to make friends, to make connections. So now most of my friends, we just started something, we were involved in something,
Mm-hmm.
and after that we became friends. People from other countries in the student council, we were always foreigners, so
Mm-hmm.
we had friends, we became a friends of their friends.
Mm-hmm.
It starts like this. So yes, for me it was so easy. For some people, I know the cases when it was hard.
Maybe
First
if you
year,
know don't know the Russia and
then you
Russian
don't,
language.
even for Russians it's hard. Yes, you don't know the Russian, but at least, for example, if you're a bigger community, for
Mm-hmm.
example, Iranians, Indian students, Chinese students, they are living in their communities, they are
Mm-hmm.
not contacting with a lot of people from others. I'm alone, like the only Bulgarian in the my dormant, basically in the whole dormitory. So I had to, to be involved in our
Mm-hmm.
in different communities. So yes, for them it's harder. But that's why these communities, for example, in my student council, I take as a right. We counted how many students, for example, are from one community. The biggest amount is from India
Mm-hmm.
and from Iran, and we choose already like mainers students who
Mm-hmm.
are already like fourth, fifth course to be responsible for Iranians, for example. And whatever problem it is, they can solve it because they know their mentality, they know their language, they're from the same country. And now first year students, they're coming with the problems with them. If they cannot solve them, I'm like included and I'm trying to help. So yes, it's so good to have some kind of mentor. I didn't have it. I became for
Mm-hmm.
other people, but for me it was so easy. Again, I say maybe because I was totally open, totally clear, and I didn't have any expectations about this.
Is it safe in Russia or not? Is it a stereotype? Like it's not safe here?
I didn't have any like problem with like when I was feeling that my safety is not good, because for me, you know, everyone, like every young person, I was like clubs, like
Mm-hmm.
you like walking at night in the street with the like friends. I didn't feel like something is against my safety. To be honest, yes, I considered it as a safe. Even like as a girl, I feel comfortable enough to like to, for example, order a taxi on three,
At
four,
night.
yes, at night alone. Yes, sometimes, of course, it's always comfortable. For example, if you're with a guy, like, of course, it's not just about the safety, it's about feeling like, protected. But yes, I would say that it's safety.